Hey people on YouTube, I have some bad news. I won't be watching Destination X. I thought I was, because somebody sent me a website where you can watch pay-per-views from WWE and TNA for free, but when I turned it on today at 9 o'clock, because that's when TNA pay-per-views start, it wouldn't play. I don't know why. So I won't be able to watch Destination X, but probably tomorrow, once they put what happened up on TNA.com, I will give updates on what happened. But like I said on my last video, I got a new DVD, and it's amazing. So if you don't know, it's the very best of WCW Monday Night Nitro. Okay, my reason I got this DVD is because I feel like I don't have an opinion about WCW because I never watched it, because I only know wrestlers who came from WCW. So I just thought it would be best to go ahead, get this, know about it, besides my brother and other people telling me about it, and get my own opinion on it. Okay, the question I want to ask all of y'all, if you are a WCW fan, if you remember watching it back in the 90s until it canceled in March of 2001, my question is to you. If WCW was still out today, if Vince McMahon never bought it, where do you think it would be today? Like the shape it is in. Would it be more ratings than WWE and ROH? And if there was no if TNA was, but I'm about to share my opinion. Just tell me, where do you think would WCW be today if Vince McMahon never had bought it? Okay, me answering that question, I think there would be no TNA, even though I'm a big fan of TNA so much, but I think there will be no TNA. WCW would probably have high ratings, but, you know, them starting off in 95 and then going really fast within 6 years. Yeah, 6 years. I think that's kind of actually a downfall too, because there's no way you can start a company and then suddenly off the ball it's huge within a year, because it takes time, and if it goes fast like that, you know, there's going to be mistakes in the future. And that's how WCW started. They started off on TNT in 95, and suddenly they became big, huger than Raw. That's why they had the Monday Night Wars. But suddenly, within a few years, it was like a hill, you know? So it was big, and then it was bad, big, bad, because they had the Outsiders, NWO, which NWO is what made WCW get big. That's the whole point of WCW, kind of. But, you know, it had bumps on the road, and then, right before Vince bought the company, they went downhill because of Vince Russo and Eric Bischoff doing some shit. That was on disc 3. Even Dennis, Diamond Dallas Page even admitted, DDP, he even admitted, because, you know, he was there. He's a 3-time WCW champion, so of course he would know everything. So, yeah, WCW, if I had to pick, if I was older and watching this in the 90s, if I had to pick, it would be between Raw and WCW. It would be WCW, because the stuff that's on here is incredible, it's epic, it's amazing. The matches on here are amazing too. And people say WCW, TNA is based around WCW. It's just like it. No, it's not. And people mainly getting that because Hulk Hogan and Eric Bischoff is running the company and just having it just like that. And Hulk Hogan's being like the old Hollywood Hulk Hogan. which is the NWO Hulk Hogan, and some of y'all don't know what that is, but possibly everybody knows what the Hollywood Hulk Hogan is like. So, yeah, the matches on here are great, the promos are great, the wrestlers are amazing. I mean, I love them all. But, I mean, I do not like Hulk Hogan. He's a great wrestler in the ring, I think so, but for real, I don't like Hulk Hogan. So, yeah. I recommend you get this DVD. Oh, and also, matches. There's a couple matches listed on the back of this, but there's tons of more matches in there. But, a couple matches that I'm going to say, in case you do get the DVD, I don't want to spoil it for you. Like, one match for the WCW Tag Team Championship, Sting and Lex Luger versus the Road Warriors. That match was pretty epic, because if you have Sting and Lex Luger as a tag team, they're just, if you just watch them, you get hooked in the match. That's all I have to say. They're epic. So, they're in my top 10 now, because they're a great tag team. And facing the Road Warriors, I mean, of course the match is going to be good. Excuse me. And, then it has on the WCW World Heavyweight Championship match, Hulk Hogan versus Goldberg. Who won that match? I think it was Hulk Hogan who won that match, I think. I think so. I don't know, but that match is pretty good. Anything with Goldberg in it is pretty good. There's Chris Jericho versus Rey Mysterio. There's a couple matches with Rey Mysterio in it. Chris Jericho has one match on here, then he's got a promo. The promo he's in is with Dean Malenko. I think what his name is, I can't remember. Dean Malenko is amazing. Anyways, a man of 1,000 holds. Well, Chris Jericho, he claims to be the best in the world. In my mind, he kind of is. I love Chris Jericho. So, he, you know, his little cocky self, he gets in the ring and says, "Oh, Dean Malenko, you're the man of 1,000 holds. I'm a man of 1,004 holds." So he had written down all the holds that he knows. He gets a microphone and he actually starts listing them. And then Dean Malenko comes out once he's like at 700 something and gets him out, and he's like, "I'll finish my holds, don't you worry." I don't know, that promo was actually kind of funny. And then the Rey Mysterio matches are great too. Then Eddie Guerrero's matches are good too. Then the last match on Nitro, which is Sting versus Ric Flair, that match is amazing too. You know, a lot of excitement in it and everything. So Sting won, which is great because Sting is the face of WCW. And if you disagree, I don't care. I think from watching this, Sting is the face of WCW. If you want to say, "Oh no, Goldberg was, Hulk Hogan was," I don't care. Okay? So, yeah, and there's another match I want to mention. Two matches. The one for the WCW Tag Team Championships. It was Harlem Heat versus the Steiner Brothers versus Lex Luger and Sting. That match is epic. But then the Outsiders, which is Kevin Nash and Scott Hall, which are two great legends. They like disrupt and everything during a good match. But then Harlem Heat get the pin and they win the match, which that part at the end was kind of confusing. Then there's another match. Okay, you know, everybody knows how the Hell in a Cell is created. It's like a huge cage. Well, that's what WCW had, except then there was like this cage part right here, and then a cage part right there, and a cage part right here. I have seen this match 3 or 4 times in my whole life. And, so what you gotta do, you gotta climb to the top, get the belt, come back down, leave out of the cage with the belt, and you win. and wrestlers come in within like a minute or so. I've seen this match 3 or 4 times. I've seen it in the Sting movie. I've seen one on YouTube, and I've seen it in some other comedy movie that WCW actually helped film. It was about a guy being a wrestler, but it's a comedy and everything, and WCW sponsored the movie or whatever. I haven't seen that movie in like forever. I can't even remember the name of it, but I would love to see it again. And so this has to be the 4th time I've seen this type of match. Like Goldberg was in it, Sting was in it, Jeff Jarrett was in it, Kevin Nash was in it, Booker T, a whole bunch of other guys. And what made the match interesting is that Jeff Jarrett and Kevin Nash actually handcuffed Goldberg and Sting. And let's see, Booker T got the belt, and then he dropped it and stuff. And Jeff Jarrett got it. It was like back and forth, but Kevin Nash left as the World Heavyweight Champion in that match. So yeah, I'm not going to spoil everything if you're going to get this DVD, because if you already got this DVD, tell me what you think of it. Is it just best as the Rise and Fall WCW DVD? I don't know. I don't even have that one. But yeah, tell me about it. And answer my question, where you think WCW would be at today if Vince McMahon ever bought it. And yeah. And if you want me to ever do another DVD review of other DVDs I have, all you gotta do is ask me. And that's just about it. I recommend you get this if you're a WCW fan, because I sure am now. And yeah, subscribe, follow me on Twitter, WrestlingGirl13, and I see you people later. Get it. Oops, it's not off. It's not off. I'm sorry.